I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so I can reach more people. Stay to the end of the video to completely understand each part and learn to make manifesting easy for yourself. Will this video be long? Yes, but it'll be worth it, and if you watch all the way through, you'll gain such clarity on manifesting and how it works, and find the answers to all your manifesting questions. Today, let's talk about Neville Goddard's teachings. What does assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled really mean? And how can we make manifesting easy for ourselves? I'll explain that and more. So let's start with assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This really means first you decide on a desire you want. Say the desire you want. And by doing so, know and feel and assume by doing that you will have it and that it will happen. You get to choose whatever you want to have, be, do, or experience. You get to choose what you want. Everything already exists, so you are just getting to choose what you want. You choose what you want to have with your thoughts. So if you watch my video, you know the 3 steps I use to manifest everything. That has worked for me every time. 1. Decide what you want. 2. Say what you want. And 3. As you say what you want, in the moments that you say it, focus on it in a way that makes you think, feel, or know that you will then have it. It will happen. The having of it. It's like, I want this. I say I want it, and by saying I want it, I know that means I want to have it. The having of it. As I say I want, and the thing I want, my focus in those moments is on the having of it. Like as I say I want a new girlfriend or boyfriend, I'd see them in front of me, or in my arms, or a flash of us together in my mind. Even if I never met the person, I can still sense a person is there with me. This implies the having of it. Like I want this. I have it. You are wanting to capture that focus of saying what you want and at the same time seeing or knowing you will have it. Will have it soon, is the same internal state of being as I have it now, and that internal state manifests it. If you can't picture or have any visuals, you can still know that I said I want this desire, so that means I want to have it, the having of it. It's the saying what you want and saying words that imply that you have it or will have it, then manifest it. For me, I know my thoughts create. That means any thought I say, repeat, and make dominant can become true for me. So I started to say, I say what I want and it happens. I always get what I want. I want and the thing I want. And as I said it, I felt that meant I want to have that. And that simple focus for 5 minutes or less, with no bad thoughts or resistant thoughts about it after, then manifested it fast and easy, and sometimes even instantly. A real-life example. If I wanted a new girlfriend, I'd first decide what I want. A new girlfriend. Okay, then I say what I want. I want a new girlfriend. Then, as I said that, in the moments I say it, I'd see a person next to me, with me, in front of me, us together. Even if I never met them before, I sense I have it, and that they are there with me. If I can't see anything or have no idea what my desire would look like completely, like maybe I want a new car, but I don't know everything about it yet, I can still say, I want a perfect new car just for me. And although I don't see any visuals, I can know that means I want to have that. I want a new car, and how that means I want to have a new car. And as I say the words, I want a new car, I feel like that means it will come, it will happen, and I will have it. Your thoughts about your desire are either, I want that, I want to have that, I will have that, and it will happen. Or, I want that, but behind the words is that you feel, see, and focus on how you don't have it, won't have it, and it won't happen. See the difference? And that is the reason your manifestation hasn't manifested yet. So what does this have to do with Neville Goddard and assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled? When he says, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, it means feel like you will have it, and that it will happen. Part of a Neville quote says, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and continue feeling that it is fulfilled until that which you feel objectifies itself. That means you choose what you want, but you focus on it, and saying you want it. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled means you are assuming it's coming and going to happen because you just did that. Like a package you just ordered. You are in that I will have it, expectant type of state. You're content, good, stable, happy. When you think of your desire, you focus on how you will have it and that it will happen. And then it does. So it always leads back to the 3 steps. Decide what you want. Say what you want. And by saying what you want, that means you want to have it. The having of it. So see how you are assuming the wish fulfilled? You are assuming your wish. Your wish is your desire. Is going to happen. And that you will have it then. I want it. I want to have it. Done. Good. Complete. So when you use the dominant thought that says, I say what I want and it happens, I always get what I want. I'm assuming by me saying that, plus my desire, that means I'll have my desire. So inside, I've mastered the internal state of being, of having my desire, will have my desire, and that manifests it. It's like you're using the dominant thought that says, I say what I want and it happens, I always get what I want. Thing you want as a command button. And you assume by saying that about your desire that it means you will then have it. And in time, this becomes true. This is how I manifest everything. So by saying that, you are assuming and implying, I said I want this desire, so that means I'll have it. It will happen. And your inside, internal state of being automatically is in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled is just like a package in the mail. You chose what you wanted. Said you wanted it. Focused on it. That's like the order. And then you assumed and knew you would have it. After you chose and said that you wanted it, then inside you, you imply, feel, and know it's going to happen. That you will have it. And then you let it be. It's left on a good positive note. Then you go do other things and distract yourself from that desire, because you assume and know already it is coming and will happen. So you feel good about it, and just calm, content, emotionally stable, and good about it. Then since you did this, you get internally led. You get led to the desire, or it comes to you. And it will feel normal and natural as it's happening. Like that inner voice that says, I'm hungry. Or, remember it's so-and-so's birthday today? That intuition type normal voice. It gives you ideas, actions to take, but it all feels good, normal, and natural as it's happening. For example, my workplace had an ugly sweater contest. I said my desire and what I wanted. I said, I want to win the contest. And felt and assumed that meant I would, and I'd have it, and it would happen. See how I captured those 3 huge things? I knew and felt I'd have it, and that it would happen, because I said I wanted it. And that is my command. So then I assumed that feeling, and continued on as normal, living everyday life. Like after work, I was running errands like the bank and gas station, and it just came to me. A little voice in my head that said, remember about the sweater? And the party, it's tomorrow, at work. And go here. And look for one here. And a store location came to mind. It was a store I'd never even been to before, but I drove past it in passing. And that exact store came to me and came to mind. So I just followed it, and sure enough, there was a perfect one to buy. And later, I ended up winning the contest. This exact process can be applied to any desire. See my video I made recently where I manifested over $5,000 doing nothing but changing my thoughts and doing this exact process. Or how I manifested a specific person in my front door. That was a neat story. That video is pretty long, but the point of that one was the same. I did the 3 steps, and a way was formed, made, and arranged for me to get my desire and have my desire. So you decide what you want, say what you want, and know by saying you want it, that it means you want to have it. And you assume that means it will happen, because you said you want it. You assume, because I said I want it, means I'll get it. It will happen. I will have it. And internally, that automatically makes you feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled is feeling like, yes, I'll have it. It will happen. And having no contradictory opposite thoughts to that. Just that clear, pure desire, left just as is. That's how fast an instant manifestation happens. So what stops the desire? Makes it not happen then, after doing that, is your bad thoughts about it. Bad thoughts about it say, I won't have it. I feel I won't have it. It won't happen. This old memory or thing happened, so it can't happen for me. This person has always been this way, so I can't have it. People I meet to date are always this way, and so my dates never work out. And this person can never change. And I've never had a lot of money before. I don't see how I can now. And these thoughts, all at the core, say and imply, I don't have my desire, won't have my desire, it won't happen, and I won't have it. So it doesn't manifest. You are assuming things, but assuming the bad things will happen, and assuming you won't have your desire. So you're doing it, you're manifesting, but not for what you do want. Because your focus is not correct, and your thoughts after the command request aren't pure and left as, I want that, I want to have that, and I know that means I will have it. Manifesting can be easy once you understand it and all the parts to it. So after the 3 steps, you have to keep your desire request pure and focused on the having of your desire. So that is where a mental diet comes in. That just means you observe, notice, and keep your thoughts about your desire on the implying you will have your desire. A real-life example. I decided what I want. I want free money. I said it. I said it by using a wanted story to help. I say what I want, it happens. I always get what I want. I want free money now. I want free money to come to me and find me exactly where I am now. And as I say that, I see myself and feel myself with money. The words I just said imply I want to have free money. And I see flashes of me with money, or feeling wealthy or secure. Or if I can't see anything, I still know what free money implies and means to me. It means I want to have free money. And myself with free money. The having of free money. Then I let it be. So I distract myself and go do something else to leave the desire as is. The next day I get an expensive speeding ticket. Oh no, this isn't good. This is the opposite of what I want. So I'd observe it, not react. Well, maybe for a minute you'd react, but not continue to react and not focus on how this would take away my money, and focus on not having money. A mental diet would mean, even in moments like these, I'd still know my end desire of having free money, and see any opposite situation or result or circumstance and see it, but continue to focus on what I want and the having of it. So even when that happened, and even when I paid the ticket, I'd still think and say, in my thoughts, I want free money. I want free money now, and see myself as having it. Then leave it on a good, positive note and move on. Then the next day I get internally led to a random gas station because I feel like I want a coffee. My inner voice said, go get a coffee. And so I did. And while in line, a lottery ticket stood out to me. I don't normally buy them, but this time it came to my mind and felt different than usual. Like a voice guiding me with ideas and things standing out to me. So I bought it, and I ended up winning. And the amount I won not only paid for the speeding ticket, but won more money beyond that. So by keeping my focus, no matter what, on I want money, and that means I'll have it, and I want free money, so that means I'll have it, that it ended up manifesting. So this is how it works for any and all desires. But it's always the 3 steps, then keeping any and all thoughts after the 3 steps on the having of your desire, no matter what, until it manifests. I'd also like to add, when he says, feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that doesn't actually mean feeling in the way that you may think at first. When you hear that, you may think like pretending to be all happy, having to force yourself to be happy. Keep your mood 100% happy always. Like, I feel happy with a girlfriend, so I must build up my emotions somehow and pretend to be happy until it comes. What he really means is that focus on having it as you say it. That means as you say what you want, you'd see it there with you. So that feeling could even be content and good. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled means feel for the seconds that you say you want something, that you will have it, and that you do have it. If you want a relationship, for example, you'd say, I want a girlfriend. And for visual people, as you say that, you'd see them next to you, or picture you holding them in your arms for those seconds that you say you want it. That's feeling the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It means feeling you are there as if you really were. Feeling, in a sense, like I feel my couch I'm sitting on. Feel my partner's body next to me. Feeling in that way, as if you had it. Not feeling like fake happy and made up emotions. For non-visual people, you'd say, I want a girlfriend. And no, that means and implies, I want to have a girlfriend. And that would imply that you want it to happen. And you want to have it. For a house, you'd say, I want a perfect new house just for me. And even if you don't know every detail of it, you'd yourself know what a perfect house means to you. And by saying, I want a perfect new house, you'd, in those seconds that you say that, either picture yourself in a perfect house, feel you have a house, feel you will have a house because you said you want one, or think and feel the fulfillment and content. Like, I said I want a house, so I feel like I will have one. And so then it manifests. So by understanding and mastering the 3 steps to manifesting, you have also mastered Neville Goddard's teachings, but made it easy for yourself, as easy as it ever could be. Comment below the 3 steps to have them become dominant in your thoughts. That's my video for today. Thanks for watching.